Hey guys, John here. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are at. I've been asked quite a bit to give some impressions on the 3G iPhone. I've been waiting to do so until I had all the information, until Apple and AT&T released all the information. And it looks like now they finally have, so I'd like to go ahead and present my take on the 3G iPhone and what I think it means to the marketplace as a whole, the cellular marketplace as a whole, and whether or not I recommend buying one or whether or not I'm going to get one myself. So, to start off, this is not a 3G iPhone. Just fooling. This is the old 2G. You can tell by the aluminum casing on the back. The new 3G version, as I'm sure most of you know, is going to be plastic on the back, similar to what the current MacBooks look like, and it's going to be offered in an 8GB and 16GB configurations, in both white and black in the 16 and just black on the 8GB. Now, what's unique about this iPhone as opposed to the first generation is that at least in the United States, AT&T is going to subsidize the price, meaning you no longer have to pay $600 for an iPhone. You'll now be able to pick up a 8GB 3G iPhone for $199 or a 16 for $299, which is a great deal, and that's for new customers or anybody who currently owns a first-generation iPhone. So subsidizing the price makes it much more affordable and have a much broader reach into the masses. Hardware-wise, as opposed to like I said before, the current aluminum, it's going to be plastic. But the big difference hardware-wise is the addition of a 3G radio, which means higher download speed, which everybody knows. But one of the biggest features of 3G that people might not know is simultaneous voice and data. That means you can be on a phone call and checking your email and going online, and it's not going to go right to voicemail, which is a really nice added feature, I think. And then, in addition to the 3G radio, AT&T and Apple have also added assisted GPS. Now, people have asked what assisted GPS is. I'm going to try and explain it. A normal GPS chip is essentially just a chip in your phone that sends a signal to the satellite in space, beams it back down, tells you where you are, which is great if you're outdoors and you have an open view to the sky. If you're indoors, it doesn't necessarily work so well because a window or something is going to, or a window or a wall or something's going to be blocking your view to the sky. So what assisted GPS does, it essentially uses the cellular data, very similar to the way that the current iPhone and Google Maps integrate, and it can help pinpoint your location using cellular data as a secondary means of location. So it has a full-on GPS chip as well, but in addition it can use the cellular data. So it makes it much more accurate and makes it much quicker to finding your location. Now, in addition to the 3G radio and GPS, Apple is also launching their Mobile Me service, which will not be unique to the 3G iPhone. You'll still be able to use it with your older first generation model. Essentially what that is exchange for everybody else. And for those that might not know what that is, essentially it allows you to sync your, wirelessly sync actually, your phone and your computers, whether it's a Mac or PC. And you'll be able to sync calendar, contacts, email. So if I add a new contact on my phone, it'll immediately show up on my Outlook box at work or my iMail on my computer at home. And the same things are true for calendars and email. So it makes it fantastic. One of the best features I think of Mobile Me is essentially push email. And what push email does is every time you get a new email now on the current iPhone, it has to pull it down from a server. So it has to check, connect to the server, and pull the email down. What push does is it actually pushes the message to your phone. So your phone doesn't have to keep checking all the time for new messages, which is really a nice thing. It helps save battery life, and you get the message almost as soon as it's sent, which is really great for business users. I know when I travel for work, having push email would make life a lot easier. I remember when I had the BlackBerry, it was one of the best features that I enjoyed. So those are some cool things. And Apple is also launching their iPhone 2.0 software, which essentially just gives you access to the App Store, which is just a myriad of applications that you'll be able to download for your phone. Anything from games to medical usage, and medical applications, and really everything in between. Some applications are going to be free, some are going to go up to as high as thousands, and Apple gave developers access to the accelerometer, to the full screen, to the buttons, so the developers have carte blanche to really do what they like with it. So, should you upgrade? If you have a current generation iPhone and you live somewhere where there's 3G, I say upgrade. I'm using internet all the time on my iPhone. It's one of the biggest features for me, and it was one of my top reasons that I bought it. So having faster data is a must-have for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. The GPS is a nice additional feature. It wasn't a deal breaker, but 3G was really all that I needed. And having mobile me as well is great. I'll certainly be buying that. It's $100 for a year, by the way. It's replacing the current .Mac infrastructure. So you'll still have email addresses and all that business. There's an airplane flying overhead here, so if you hear it. So in conclusion, if you think you should upgrade, I think it's definitely worth it. If data's not important to you and you're happy with your current phone, then don't bother. It's still going to look the same. But if faster browsing experience and GPS is important to you, then I say go for it. Anyway, guys, post your comments in the windows below. I'll try and get to them, but people around the forums here are great with answering questions as well. And hope you guys are doing well wherever you're at. We're always looking for new writers for the site as well, so you can shoot me an email through a YouTube, and I'll get back to you. Leave a reason why you want to write, and please give a sample post. And be sure to check out the website at www.john4lakers.com, Jon 4 Lakers. And we got some very exciting things coming up too in the future, which I can't talk about yet, but some cool things I'll be able to share with you guys, hopefully coming up. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I think it's definitely a smart buy for anybody that's looking for a nice upgrade to have. What's up, dude? I am making a YouTube video. Shut up. All the cool kids are doing it. Let me call you back in a bit. Later. Hey, guys. Ooh, I look paid.